Host Steve Grubbs.
Well, hello, and yes, it's another Monday night from Zeppo's as we get you ready for the Kamie Ethridge Cougar Basketball Hour as the Washington State University Cougars coming off of a couple of games at home in Pullman, and how about a couple of wins at home in Pullman this past week. And, well, look at this crew that's on hand tonight, Kamie Ethridge. It's another nice crowd here at Zeppo's.
They know we got like one or two more of these. We better enjoy ourselves together.
That's right. We've got one more game in the regular season. We'll get to that coming up. We'll talk about the two games that were just played at Beasley Coliseum, the final two regular season home games. Of course, we had a very nice senior day that we'll be talking about with the win on Saturday. And then, of course, we get ready for the conference tournament down in Vegas. And the Cougars now know their seed. They're locked in as the number 3 seed in Vegas. So look out, Vegas. We'll be down there on Sunday afternoon for our first game.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, just feel like we're playing good basketball right now. Hope to get a little healthier. Obviously, Alex, we hope to get back by the tournament. You want to be playing your best basketball at this time of the year, and I think we have a really great chance of doing that. So we like our chances. I don't know who will play, but we're excited about getting there and obviously working a little bit to the advantage of getting a couple of byes. Wish we had been in the top 2, but sometimes we've seen that at the Pac-12. We've been the higher seed. The other team gets accustomed to it, and they're ready to play the next night. So we understand there's some advantages, too, of playing that first night.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of get your legs under you, get comfortable with the environment, and then you get a team that's coming in fresh in, and sometimes you can get a little bit of momentum with a win before the other team starts to play in the tournament. The way things work out is that the Cougars, as the number 3 seed, will again be playing in what will be a matchup on Sunday. Their very first matchup will be taking place 2 o'clock. We now know that's going to be 2 o'clock on Sunday, and also for the women, we just don't know because, there's so much seeding that still has to be done, but 10 plays 11. Winner of that game will play 7, and then the winner of that game will take on 6, and we'll take on the winners of all of those games, and that's who we will play in the opening round for us anyway on Sunday. But more importantly for us, Coach, 2 nice wins over the week at Beasley Coliseum. Started off with a 67-59 win over San Francisco, got off to a little bit of a slow start, but a really good second half against the Dons.
Well, I just think you have to get a lot of credit to Molly at San Francisco and her team. I mean, they lost a key player early in the conference season, and they've just found a way to be really they're a hard matchup against people. They post a lot of different people inside. I thought we guarded them great in the second and third quarters and found a good rhythm for ourselves. Really happy with the fact that we could pull that off, and you see how tough they are. They go into Gonzaga and beat them. So, this league is crazy. Matchups are crazy. And again, I think we have a pretty good team that can change styles and handle different things that people do. Now, we haven't quite proven that with Gonzaga yet or Portland, but we played them both pretty dang tough, and yes, I think we're in a better spot to be better the next time, especially when we get Alex back.
Absolutely. And then on Saturday, of course, the win over St. Mary's. Kind of take us through the senior day, because obviously it's emotional not only for Tara, it's emotional for her teammates, it's emotional for you and for your coaching staff. And again, you talked about it a little bit with me in the pregame show. Sometimes you just don't know what to expect, because sometimes that emotion can work in a bad way or it can work in a good way. And all things said, we end up with a 10-point win, so we will certainly take it. A nice senior day victory, but just kind of take us through that day and the emotional roller coaster that it was.
I've been coaching long enough to be on both sides of it, where they can't handle it and they lay an egg and they play really bad on senior night. Tara's very emotional, and we do a little bit of traditional stuff in the locker room and talk to her and read a letter to her, and I think it's very emotional for her, but it's also kind of just trying to bring the whole group around, what it must feel like to almost be wearing that jersey the last time at home. And just how touching that is to her as a senior. And when you see that as your teammate, it can't help but just affect you. And so I thought the team responded great. They were so passionate that first half. I thought we had a great first half. and just really happy for her. Her parents here, her 2 brothers were here. Some of the special things that Gio and some of the marketing people did for us, and you guys doing those notes for her. I mean, what a great tradition to start for our seniors, and what an unbelievable thought that she's going to walk away with a big box of notes from fans that adore her, that know that they love her, and she's going to have that the rest of her life to be able to show her kids and grandchildren and just the impact she made here as a Coug. I mean, that's so special, and I'm so excited for her. And it was really a perfect ending to the night.
And I mean, again, and I think we talked about a little bit on the post-game show, something that is new for us, but at the same time, maybe something that we can continue to do because, again, it lets her know what the fans are thinking. And again, in a special place like Pullman, where these players, and certainly you see the welcome you get every time you walk into this place. You're beloved by this community, and it's a different type of atmosphere in this city with this university, isn't it?
Well, I think in this day and age of college basketball, what you're seeing, maybe not from us, but you're seeing kids jump into the portal when things don't go good. They leave after their freshman year because they don't like their situation, or they leave after their junior year or sophomore year because they can go somewhere else and do something different. I don't know anybody that's going to go into those situations and be beloved like Tara was after being here for 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something unique about staying someplace and being the star of the show, and they watch you grow up. And that's what we appreciate so much with the loyalty of the kids that choose us. And I talked about it kind of to somebody today. I mean, it's our job to meet the needs of our players. And if they say they want to be X after they finish here in 4 years, then it's our job to have a plan to get them to the point that they can walk into professional basketball or wherever they want to go. And as long as they feel like their needs are getting met, chances are they're going to stay here. And yes, we need to take care of them a little bit off the court. And yes, they need some Austin money. And they need some things that we can provide. But we're not in the business of just overpaying or thinking that payment is the thing. That's not what our kids are about, thank goodness. And if we can just continue to show the love in the way that we do as Cougs, man, that goes a long way. And I think Tara Wallach is an example of that.
Was it more of a burden being the lone senior, too? I mean, and certainly sometimes you've got a group, and I mean, sometimes that can be emotional, too, because you've got 2 or 3 players that have been with you for every step of the way that you were here for 4 years. But the fact that she was the lone senior, too, I think adds maybe a little bit of, I don't know, is it more special? Maybe same, but I don't know. But, I mean, it is kind of odd that, again, lone senior on the team.
I think she's had a lot of lonely moments in trying to lead this team. And I bet she wishes she had other people around her, but she's been the only person in her class for 4 years. And probably she enjoyed being the only person last night or whenever we played. It was pretty cool just being the one senior and the one person and wearing number 1, and she's the only daughter of that family, so she's already a spoiled brat. I mean, she's got it made pretty good. So anyway.
Wearing the uniform she wanted to, too, right?
Yeah, we wore the pink and gray, and she's, again, just really proud of what she's become in our program and how she's led, and just couldn't be a lot of stress in that night because you just want to win for your senior. So it was nice to get that win and enjoy the night and have all the things that we had around it.
So again, congratulations to Tara, congratulations to the team, 72-62. It was senior day on Saturday, but I understand a couple of youngsters joining us on the show today. Is that right? We got a couple of the kids that are going to be here.
We got some babies here.
All right, Marta Elzina is going to be joining us for a segment, and then we're also going to have Keandra Kuritz. Is that correct?
Yes, we got love this combination of Marta, who's obviously playing for us and doing significant things for us, and Key is redshirting, and so her path is completely different, but in the same class, and just amazing people, and you're going to be amazed at their maturity and their outlook and their view of life and their competitiveness. It's just awesome.
All right, we are here again. We've got at least one more show. Maybe we'll do a postseason show when we're off to maybe play in some postseason. We'll be here next Monday for sure, and we are here tonight. Glad to have you with us. We're just getting things started. It is your Cougar Basketball Hour with Kamie Ethridge. It's live from Zeppo's, and it's on Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Washington State University Athletics. The airport connects Cougar fans and alums with over 50 daily departures to 18 nonstop destinations provided by 6 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
The tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Pac-12 Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Pac-12 Sports.
Hi, I'm Hannah Harrison.
And I'm Garrett Harrison. We are student athletes on your Washington State golf teams.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home?
We recommend Krista Gross, a multi-award-winning realtor and devoted Cougar fan. Krista brings the same passion and dedication to real estate as she does cheering on the Cougs.
Her clients rave about her exceptional service. Just check out her online reviews. You can find her online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K, KristaGross.com. Go Cougs!
Looking sharp has never been this much fun. Pullman's #1 barbershop, the Pullman Man Shop, is more than just haircuts. It's an experience. Our seasoned barbers deliver precision haircuts, buzz cuts, and real straight razor hot towel shaves that'll leave you looking and feeling your absolute best. And while you're here, enjoy free shuffleboard, free pool, and free arcade games. WSU students and faculty receive 20% off any service every Thursday. Step into the Pullman Man Shop at 1025 East Main, where style meets good times. Walk-ins only. themanshops.com.
Well, it is your Cougar Basketball Hour with head coach Kamie Ethridge. Happy to have you with us, Cougar Nation. Each time you bring your Toyota vehicle to be serviced at a local and participating Toyota dealership, you can receive a premium Washington State giveaway item as a member of the Toyota Rewards program. To join the program, it's easy. Visit WSUCougars.com/Toyota Rewards. Again, here at Zeppo's for another Monday night. It is the Cougar Basketball Hour, and again with me is the head coach of Washington State University Basketball, Kamie Ethridge. Again, I think right now we're the only team that's actually locked into a seed when it comes to the 11 teams. When you look at the West Coast Conference standings, Portland and Gonzaga are tied for first and second right now. Would be Gonzaga winning that tiebreaker. Again, we're locked into the number 3. Oregon State's got a 1-game lead over San Francisco after San Francisco's big upset, so they'll be jockeying for 4th and 5th. St. Mary's and Pacific are tied right behind them. Then you got Santa Clara, LMU, Pepperdine, San Diego, and then again with what we've seen out of San Diego, again, you better come and I think this crowd seems to be almost postseason already. Now I guess the job is for us to, and with that, I want to ask you, since we do have the number 3 seed locked in, obviously the Pepperdine game, we're going to go out and we're going to give it our all, and we're going to try and beat the Waves down in Malibu. But what is your kind of strategy kind of going forward, knowing that you've got some time before that big one that comes up a week from Sunday?
Well, I mean, obviously
right now it's still on Pepperdine, probably, right?
Right. Everything is about Pepperdine, and again, by this time, our kids know. I mean, it's been a long time since we played Pepperdine, so refreshing our kids in particular about what they look like and what they do. But we've seen the Princeton action, the Chin action, the stuff that they do. They run it really great. I mean, she's kind of comes from UW and Tina, and they run really good stuff. So, but it's still the same old. We're going to be locked in on these kids cannot get shots. These kids, we got to guard them this way. This is how we're going to guard pick and roll coverages. I mean, by now you just have to be on point with that. But we clearly spend a lot of time today. Tomorrow's will be real light and a lot of shooting, and then we show up on Thursday
afternoon
Wednesday?
is when the game is. I think Wednesday, you guys are down before then. Yeah.
We practice on Wednesday morning, then we have a flight that afternoon. No, actually, we leave on Tuesday.
I think so.
We actually leave tomorrow. And it's not the best situation. We go short tomorrow, and then we practice kind of late in the day. They didn't give us a practice until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then we turn around and play. So we're just on our own there on Wednesday. But again, by then we're going to know them very well. This is about so much about us and being solid and good about what we do. Gotta win this. Gotta keep the momentum going. And then we just we're gonna give our kids off Friday, Saturday, practice Sunday, Monday, give them off. I don't know how it goes. Kind of be light on Tuesday, give them off Wednesday. So we just really want to be fresh by the time we play on Sunday. But lots of time off, lots of refresh. Getting refreshed, lots of treatment in the training room to get their bodies right. But when we practice, we go a good hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes, really hard and intense, and try to keep our rhythm and momentum. And then by Sunday, clearly after the weekend, we know who we're going to play, and we can gear in on what we're going to do with those. And however that looks like, you may need to spend a day a little bit on what Portland might do, if that's your next matchup, but you can play around with that. But by now, after playing everybody twice, you know them pretty well.
And again, just unsure. And then the other thing, too, for us is that we get the bye at the end of the season. Thank you very much, West Coast Conference, so a long layoff between our matchup on Thursday and the Sunday. But you just, even when Saturday rolls around, and I'm talking about this upcoming Saturday, we're still going to have a bunch of options on who we could play. We'll have, actually, I guess it would be 4 options. 6, 7, 10, or 11 would be our side of the bracket. So, I mean, you probably just kind of, again, it's so much more about working on us than it is who we might play, right, when it gets to this stage of the season?
Right. In the tournament, you literally, I think we play 2 o'clocks most days.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So you might watch film on the team you're going to play the night before, but you're not going to practice.
Right.
The next morning, you're probably not going to even have a shoot around. So it's all about watching film, and can your kids kind of lock in on that. Now, I would assume we would gear it more toward the highest seed. You think the 7 seed or whatever that looks like, or 6 seed is more likely, but that might be St. Mary's, who we just played. That's convenient. That might be someone else that we know pretty well. So, by then you can't, if you're relying on practice and you're relying on, 10 hours of studying film, you're in trouble. By now, you got to be who you are. You got to be able to guard a lot of different styles, and you got to be able to perform when the lights come on.
Again, Credit One WCC basketball championships do start up on Thursday. Again, the Cougars locked into that matchup on Sunday when they will be playing at 2 o'clock. If they win that, it would actually be a 2:30 semifinal. And then 1 o'clock is the women's championship. ESPN Plus has got the bulk of the games. If we make it to the championship game, it'll be ESPNU. Get your tickets now. Make your plans now, because we now know when we're playing again. It is going to be Sunday at 2 as the number 3 seed in the West Coast Conference Tournament. Going back to this past week, Coach, anybody that you saw over the last couple of games that maybe took a big step forward for you? We continue, I think, on a nightly basis, and I think that even more so, and I know she's still being as far as minutes-wise when it comes to practice, but I think more so than even earlier in the season, there was just a couple of moves to the rim where you could see her explosiveness, and you could see, all right, she's a little bit different, right, when it comes to Diana Mendez.
She is wildly athletic and like you said, just different. Different speed, different cadence. Like, you think you can take a charge and she slips off of you and finishes. Her craftiness inside and creating, you're just going to bite on some of her fakes. And again, this is a player who hasn't played for a year and a half before she got here, has been spotty in practice. So imagine some real fundamental work and time of work on those fundamentals and getting that really solid. Yeah, just has the touch to be able to shoot it. Went to the line and was 10 for 11. Yeah. If we can get someone that can get to the free throw line, that's huge for our team. Just a lot of good things with her. I thought Shasha was good. I thought, our guard play was really good. Just there's not much I can say. Tara was good. I just thought we had a really good balanced scoring attack, and it just goes to show you that we're pretty hard to guard. It's hard for people to score against us. We're defending really well, and we can score from a lot of different spots on the floor.
And Candace came along in the second half of our last game on senior day, didn't she?
Like that, and she's been good in practice. She just, got to just keep getting her great minutes and great energy. All of it, all of those guys coming off the bench, it's all about energy. It's all about, playing with a great amount of passion. She can really create opportunities for us by screening and rebounding, and I think she's concentrating on those things.
And then with these lengths defensively, she can sometimes go up against their best scorer because, again, she's got that length, but she's also got the ability to hang with them speed-wise to where they're not going to get around her, too.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point, is that we can put her on anybody on the court. And she's probably better on perimeter players, and she makes you think if you're trying to score against her. Like, it's not that she doesn't bite on a fake or she's not perfect in any of those things, but she's long, and if you're sloppy at all with the ball, she can get it. She's very aggressive in how she guards it. Again, we've got to be very strategic of how we use her on the defensive end because she is a real weapon there.
Yeah. Again, talking with Coach Ethridge, if you've got questions for the coach, we've got question sheets. You can come up, grab a pen, write down a question. Got a couple that we'll get to her for a little bit later on in the show. Also for our players, if you've got a question for either Marta or Keandra, you can write down a question for Marta or Key, and we'll get those questions asked as well. We'll let you go visit with the folks, maybe enjoy some food here at Zeppo's, and we'll come back with one of the two players next. It's your Cougar Basketball Hour, live from Zeppo's. Great to have you with us. The Kamie Ethridge Basketball Hour from Learfield.
The next time you visit Northern Quest, we suggest bringing your sea legs and your lead foot. It's the $100,000 Ben's Voyage giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could win a cruise line adventure. Or a brand new Mercedes GLC 300 with an inline 4 turbo. Tax and licensing included. Speeding tickets are on you, though. The Ben's Voyage giveaway. Grand prize drawing March 31st. Details at northernquest.com.
Hey, Coug fans! Can't decide what to do with your late-night weekends? Why not Cosmic Bowling? Every Friday and Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. is Cosmic Bowling at Zeppo's. At a price designed with everyone in mind, we are your destination for music, disco lights, and of course, bowling. Can't join us on the weekends? Zeppo's is the place to be for all ages every day of the week. With bowling, food, and drink specials, we offer prices that won't break the budget. You can even reserve your lane in advance with online reservations at Zeppos.com. When looking for fun in Pullman, look no further than Zeppo's.
This is my barbershop. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Welcome to the Pullman Man Shop, Pullman's #1 barbershop, where our seasoned barbers give you precision haircuts, buzz cuts, and straight razor shaves so sharp when we're done, your face will look like the day you were born. While we're working on that dome of yours, enjoy free shuffleboard, free pool, free arcade games, and ATVs. That's right, Maggot. You can play while we turn that head of hair into something presentable. We'll fix it. Can't and won't are not words we'll use. The Pullman Man Shop, 1025 East Main. Visit themanshops.com.
Hi, I'm Caden Wickersham, a pitcher on your Washington State University Cougar baseball team. I want to tell you about Krista Gross, a big supporter of mine. She's someone who's always there, helping me without being asked. Krista makes sure I have what I need to succeed, and she'll do the same thing for you. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, trust someone with a big heart and a winning track record. Find her online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K, KristaGross.com.
I'm Krista Gross, your lifelong realtor. Find me online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K, KristaGross.com.
Go Cougs.
Well, we do welcome you back again. It is your Cougar Basketball Hour with Kamie Ethridge, and we're going to be joined by Marta Alzina coming up here in just a little bit. You can earn your bragging rights at Northern Quest with more slot machines, table games, restaurants, lounges, and luxury hotel rooms than anyone else in the region. Northern Quest, yes, the best. More at northernquest.com. So we got a chance to talk with Marta Alzina, who is putting on the headsets, a freshman from Barcelona, Spain, and Marta, happy to have you with us. We're going to take it easy on you. Don't worry. We'll be good.
Thank you.
And how about everybody here? They love you, and they love this entire group here. And
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. Let's start first with this. When did you start playing basketball, and when did you kind of know when basketball was going to be the sport that you really were going to fall in love with?
Well, I started basketball with 8 years old.
Okay.
Because my sister was playing basketball and I was so excited to start playing basketball as well. So I wanted to start basketball, and after that I went 2 years in my school, and after that one of the high teams in Spain called me, so I went there, and I thought that basketball was like my future.
What's it like when you get that call, when one of the high teams says, hey, we want you to come play for us? I mean, that's got to be like a dream come true, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I had 10 years old. I was so surprised because I didn't expect that for them. So, I was so excited. I remember that it was in the car. My dad told me that, and I was so excited. And, well, like, I didn't even think about that basketball would be as important in my life.
Uh-huh.
And, it was crazy. Yeah.
I was worried about multiplication tables when I was 10 years old and not going to go play at high-level basketball in Spain. Speaking of that, what's it been like to come over here to the United States to play? I mean, again, growing up in Barcelona, being in Spain, and then coming over here and playing in Pullman, Washington.
Well, I think I was so excited to come here because also WSU, like, I love the culture that they had here, so I was so excited to come here. But also I have my fears for like leaving home, leaving Barcelona. I love my city. I love my family. I'm a friendly person. I'm always with my friends. I miss them so much. But I think that the family that I create here, it helps a lot. So I'm so good here.
Does it help having a lot of international players on this team as well?
Yeah, because at the beginning it was so difficult understanding the American people, the accent. So the international people helped me a lot because I could understand them so much better.
She's doing really good, isn't she? I think she's doing fantastic, by the way. So there's no need to be nervous about that. We understand you perfectly and everything's going well. We do have a couple of questions, if that's okay for you, that were written in. Do you have any musical abilities?
Well, I used to play piano and guitar when I had also 8 years old.
Okay.
I played piano for like 4 years, I think, and I played guitar for 2 years, and now I have an ukulele in my dorm. I'm trying to learn ukulele by myself, but I can do it.
Now, to the piano or the guitar, did you like one better than the other, or were you better at playing one or the other?
Well, I prefer piano, but I had my sister that plays piano so good, so I was like, okay, piano for her, basketball for me.
Okay, and then what kind of music on the guitar? Are you like rocking out, or is it more like just whatever you got for the musical stuff?
No,
no, not rocking out. Okay.
I was so bad in the guitar.
Okay.
So I used to play more like Catalan songs, like chill songs. Yeah.
Okay. What do you miss most about home? You were talking about coming over here, and that was something that, again, you guys, and I think that's something that's great with this group is that you have each other because, again, for most college kids, it's like, well, I haven't been home in 2 weeks. Well, I mean, and my home is across the world, by the way. Yeah. I mean, for you, what do you miss most about home?
Well, like, as I told before, I miss a lot my family. Like, I'm a family person. I love my mom. I love my dad. I love my sister. I have a big family. I have 16 cousins.
Oh, wow.
I miss them a lot. Also, my friends. I miss the city. I miss the food. But I think that it balanced because I also love the people that is here. I love my team. I love the university. I love the culture. I love everything. So it balanced.
Okay. Is it an older sister or a younger sister?
Older sister.
And by how long?
4 years.
4 years. Okay. And she started playing basketball first?
Yeah, but she left it because she wasn't as good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and then what do you like to do in your free time if you get some free time?
Well, of course, I like watching TV shows, but I love reading. I like reading. I have a bunch of books in my dorm. This year, I bought like 7 books, and my mom is like, Marta, stop buying books because it's enough. And I love reading. Yeah.
Love reading. Is there any author that you like best?
Well, I like the sad books.
Okay. I don't know. That's
but
okay.
I don't have a specific tag.
No specific? Okay. And then you mentioned the food in Barcelona. Do you have a favorite Spanish dish that's your go-to when you're at home? What do you miss most? What would be your favorite meal if you went back home to Barcelona and were there for dinner tonight?
Oh, like we have tapas.
Okay.
The tapas of Spain. That there's croquetas, tortilla patata, pan con tomate. Like I love everything. Like I cannot choose. It's impossible to choose one.
Okay. And then last thing I got for you, because we're going to bring up Key as well, is just the way this team. It's your first year here. The way you guys have kind of come together and are like now. These are your new sisters, your Pullman sisters here at Washington State University. How excited are you to finish off the season against Pepperdine and then get ready for the conference tournament?
Well, I think that at the beginning it was a little bit difficult because we were like a lot of young players and a lot of new players, and we were knowing each other. But I think that we are just doing a great job practicing, playing, and I think that it's gonna go so good.
Okay. And then defensively, I love your defense. I mean, you can knock down an open shot. I've got no fear about that you can hit an open shot if you're left open. But what about you defensively? I mean, it looks like you, on the defensive end, you take a lot of pride in the way you go out and play defense.
Well, I love defending. It's my favorite part of basketball, and I take advantage of that a lot. I love being aggressive in defense. I love pressuring the people. And also, they teach me always that if your opponent makes 20 points, if you make 20 points, if your opponent makes 19, you're going to win. So the defense is important for me.
Absolutely. How about Marta Alzina, everybody? She was fantastic, wasn't she? Nice job.
Thank you.
We'll have another player, Key, going to join us next. Again, it's your Cougar Basketball Hour with Kamie Ethridge, and we'll have Keandra Kuritz next. It's live from Zeppo's, and it's right here from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist.
She was ready to leave. She was out of the hot seat.
Or choose Chill because that song lives rent-free in your head.
Thank you. You did good.
And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party.
You should ask her if it's Barcelona or Barcelona.
Boy, I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
Buy one, get one for $1 breakfast on favorites like toasty bagel sandwiches, hash browns, and more. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Kyle Thornton, linebacker and captain of your Washington State University Cougar football team. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, I recommend my friend and supporter, Krista Gross. She is a 3-time Realtor of the Year and a big fan of Cougar athletics. The only thing she enjoys more than supporting the Cougs is providing excellent service. Check her Google reviews to see how much her clients love her. You can find her online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K, KristaGross.com. Go Cougs!
Looking sharp has never been this much fun. Pullman's #1 barbershop, the Pullman Man Shop, is more than just haircuts. It's an experience. Our seasoned barbers deliver precision haircuts, buzz cuts, and real straight razor hot towel shaves that'll leave you looking and feeling your absolute best. And while you're here, enjoy free shuffleboard, free pool, and free arcade games. WSU students and faculty receive 20% off any service every Thursday. Step into the Pullman Man Shop at 1025 East Main, where style meets good times. Walk-ins only. TheManShop.com.
Well, we welcome you back. It is your Cougar Basketball Hour with not only head coach Kamie Ethridge, but also being joined by Key as Keandra Kuritz going to be making her way up here to the stage. So happy to have you with us tonight as we are making our way through as we get ready for the regular season finale coming up on Thursday. And then, of course, off to the West Coast Conference Tournament. And right now, Key gets a chance to join us. Do you go by Key a lot, or is that kind of a Kamie and WSU thing, or do a lot of people call you Key? And by the way, welcome to the show. How are you tonight?
I'm good, thank you. I would say it's American thing.
American thing? Okay. Well, it's great to have you with us. You are from Estonia, correct?
Yeah.
And you also played for Estonia's national team, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Talk to us a little bit about that experience and when you got that call, as you heard us talk with Mart about that. What was that like to get that call and to know that you were among one of the elite players that could play for that team?
It was really exciting. It's obviously I feel really proud to represent my country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the call I found out in October. So I had 2 games in November.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually won one of the games out of 2.
Okay.
And it was our first win in 4 years.
All right. How about that?
That was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I had 2 games now in February.
Uh-huh.
And unfortunately we lost,
Okay.
but it's fine. We have a lot of like young players right now because many players play in the States and can't come during the season. But yeah, it was really good to see my family and my friends and just to play with my team.
Absolutely. And a chance to redshirt here this season. What's this been like for you and all the information you're kind of gathering as you're starting off your Cougar career, but in a little bit of a different way? Just kind of talk a little bit about what you've seen out of this team and how much information you're getting as you get ready for your Cougar career to really blossom in the future years.
I think it's been good. It's obviously good to have a little bit more time to work on different things that I need to work on, and seeing my team play helps a lot, definitely. So I would say that I'm happy with the decision I made, and I feel like it has like helped me a lot to develop.
And like with Marta, is it nice that you have so many international players on this team?
Yes.
I mean, what's that like for you guys?
Well, it's obviously hard to come here, and as you know, English is not our first language,
Right.
so obviously a little bit scared to make friends or how you're gonna talk with everyone. But since we have so many international players, everyone has been so supportive, and it's so much easier when you know that someone is like experiencing the same thing that you are. So yeah.
Any school-wise, anything that you've decided on as far as what you'd like to study, and or are you just kind of leaving that open for now? Where are you at when it comes to the classroom side of things?
Well, I came here. I had no idea what I wanted to do because I graduated in June and I had to choose really quickly.
Uh-huh.
So I went with marketing. But because I love math, so I'm thinking about changing it to more finance or accounting.
Maybe a little bit of both along the way. So again, Keandra is here with us. What's it like in Estonia? And obviously, we've had some players from Estonia play for Washington State in the past. Do you know Yo very well?
Yes, actually, when she came to the States, then I went to play under the same coach like the next season. So.
Uh-huh. And so what made you decide Washington State? Who was the first out of the coaches to contact you, and what made you decide, all right, let's do this. Let's go to Pullman, Washington?
Well, Coach E and Lori both.
Lori were both there?
We're both there, yeah. And, I mean, I just loved this place. I loved the people here, and it felt like family. So it was just like an amazing opportunity. And my parents loved it as well, so... Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love that you guys come here and are able to share each other's experiences, but at the same time, this family that we have on this team is just so fun to experience. So you ready for a couple of quick questions here from the audience?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done any other sports? Obviously, basketball is here. What about other sports for Key?
I did swimming for a year before I started basketball, but that didn't go that well, so... I tried dancing as well, but I did like Estonian national dancing.
Okay.
So you wear like really thick, long dresses and kind of dance in a circle, which was fun. And then I decided that I'm gonna stick with basketball.
Basketball, okay. And then we already got to the what are you studying? So I guess I was already going up with that one. What do you like to do in your free time? We asked that to Marta. What do you like to do in your free time? Marta's a big reader. Are you a reader too, or is there something different for you?
Well, I'm not that good at it, but like AT, I like to build Legos.
Okay. Do you have? You don't have the collection she does, no? Or
like a small one. I'm working on it.
Okay, yeah. And what's the biggest one that you've been able to complete so far? Or are you working on one now, maybe?
Well, I have only flowers.
Okay.
Like, I only buy flower Legos, so I'm trying to, like, buy different ones. So, Yeah, I don't even know what's the biggest one.
Okay. What did you do over Christmas since you couldn't go home? What was your Christmas like here in the States?
So before the Christmas break, we had a game in San Diego, and me, Marta, AT, LA, and Alice decided that we're gonna stay there. So we stayed there and visited different like parks and went to the beach, and it was a little bit warmer climate over there.
Right.
And yeah, it was really fun just hanging out and getting a little break and trying different food places.
Do you have an American dish that you like, and are you kind of like Mara? Do you miss the food from Estonia?
Well, I would say that I'd rather miss food from Estonia. But you know, it's okay. The food here is okay. It's not bad.
Okay. And then do you have a favorite dish in Estonia?
We kind of have this like traditional potato salad.
Okay.
So that's really good. Homemade one is the best.
Okay.
So haven't tried this in a long time.
Okay. And then you've got one sibling, is that right?
Yes, a little brother.
Oh, and how old is he?
He's actually turning 14 in 2 days.
Okay. And then you just celebrated a birthday, right?
Yes.
All right. Keandra Kuritz, everybody. How about Key? We want to thank her for joining the show here, too. You guys were fantastic. Thank you so much for being with us.
Much.
We'll be right back. This is the Cougar Basketball Hour with Kamie Ethridge, live from Zeppos, and it's from Learfield. Okay.
You may be eager to break ground on a new outdoor project, but never just start digging. Buried electric and natural gas lines can be anywhere. It's the law to call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. Spray paint white lines showing your dig zone, and a crew will mark the utility lines. Mark accuracy zone is within 2 feet of the mark, so always hand dig to expose the line first. Call 811 before you dig. The service is free for residential customers. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
With the WSU debit card from Giesa, it's hard to tell who's supporting who. When Coug fans use their WSU card, they show off their Coug pride, and donations are made back to Cougar Athletics. But the card supports the Coug fan with big savings by helping them grow their money with Smart Plus checking. So, does the card support the Coug fan, or does the Coug fan support the card? It doesn't matter. All that matters is that the WSU card supports Cougar Athletics and your wallet at the same time. Get your WSU card at Giesa.com. Checking account transaction requirements, terms and conditions apply. Insured by NCUA.
This is my barbershop. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Welcome to the Pullman Man Shop, Pullman's #1 barbershop, where our seasoned barbers give you precision haircuts, buzz cuts, and straight razor shaves so sharp when we're done, your face will look like the day you were born. While we're working on that dome of yours, enjoy free shuffleboard, free pool, free arcade games, and ATVs. That's right, maggot. You can play while we turn that head of hair into something presentable. We'll fix it. Can't and won't are not words we'll use. The Pullman Man Shop, 1025 East Main. Visit themanshops.com.
Hi, I'm Hannah Harrison.
And I'm Garrett Harrison. We are student athletes on your Washington State golf teams.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home?
We recommend Krista Gross, a multi-award-winning realtor and devoted Cougar fan. Krista brings the same passion and dedication to real estate as she does cheering on the Cougs.
Her clients rave about her exceptional service. Just check out her online reviews. You can find her online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K, KristaGross.com. Go Cougs!
Well, it is your Cougar Basketball Hour, live with our friends from Zeppos as we head your way tonight, 6 until 7. We'll be back here right before we get ready to head on down to Vegas for the West Coast Conference Tournament a week from tonight. Of course, we've got the one game this Thursday. And again, Coach, as I continue, and you've done a great job of lining up all the different athletes to come up here week after week. I'm continually amazed by the players that you bring up here with how bright they are, how personable they are. And then, again, for some of these players, I mean, again, at the age of 8 and 10 and starting basketball and going somewhere to play basketball, I mean, they're built a little bit different, aren't they? And at the same time, they're such wonderful young ladies. And what a family you guys have built here with this crew.
I mean, it's true. Like, recruiting 17-year-olds or whatever from overseas is completely different than recruiting a 17-year-old here in the States for the most part. I mean, to get on a plane and leave your family and this be your second language. And these two, I mean, Marta probably struggles a little bit more than Key, with the language, but it's amazing and so good and so expressive. Key is like she's teaching us English. Like she is as bright as it comes. But I mean, you just and you know we go through the list of our kids, and you know the kid from Taiwan, Beanie, is here, and her English is unbelievably better than it was 2 months ago. But the courage it takes to come do this and to be shaky on your English and still walk in and make straight A's. These two just straight A's and awesome students. Just amazing, amazing students. And no offense to marketing, but it's true. Like, she's too good at math.
Yeah.
Like, she's like a little genius at math that she really probably needs to do, you know, math things. I don't know what that means because I don't know anything about math, but it just and Marta, who knows what she's going to be. Her smile just lights up the room when she comes in, and again, just the dynamic of our team and how they get along and how they take care of each other is amazing.
Yeah, again, just a fantastic group of players. Again, this crowd loves you so much. They come here and they join you every Monday, and they're here. We even had a question. I don't even know if you're even I'm sure you're not thinking about it, but do you have any ideas? We had one of our longtime listeners and fans over there wanting to know about a spring banquet and whether you got that going.
April 8th?
April 8th?
Tuesday after the Final Four. Men's Final Four is on the 7th.
Okay.
We're going to be the 8th. That's what we've decided. It's just because of spring football and getting too far away from basketball season. I know it's not perfect for everybody in the room, but April 8th, we'll get an email out to everybody. We obviously, this group, every one of you needs to come and support our group and just continue to love on this group. And hopefully we're celebrating a big season and big postseason accomplishments.
No doubt about it. And then as again, we take a look at not only this, but I mean, just again, I know Matt's been doing a lot of stuff with the donors and with the alums, and just can you feel the support around this program and what you've gotten here in the last couple of seasons?
I imagine everybody's sick of Matt right now. Like, Matt is like killing it on the emails, and probably everybody's like, how many times? Listen, there you go, Matt. I'm just so grateful that he's taken hold of that and the Crimson Club and how we've kind of got those tiers and got people involved there. And again, it's difficult for some people to give, and we understand that. And then there's people that can do, and again, we need all kinds of support. And now, I mean, literally, NIL is a part of some of our needs. I mean, I'm about to, and you guys will all receive it because I know Matt has hounded you all for your email, but I'll send out an email this week kind of just giving you ideas of our buckets and our lists of priorities. Just so you know, if you give us $10 or if you give us $10,000, you have an idea of what our needs are and where that money's going. And you can even, if you like something that I put down on paper, you can decide that's where I want my money to go.
Okay.
I mean, it's all in the same bucket, our Excellence Fund, and the way that the athletic department's letting us do that. Cougar Athletic Fund is amazing. Clearly, if we don't have the scholarship dollar, we can't do any of this other extra stuff. So I hate fighting over that same dollar.
Right.
But I know the people in this room are real fans of our program and supporters of our program, and we can't do it without you. So I want you guys to be as involved as you want to be, and want you to understand where every dollar goes, and it's pretty much to advance our student athletes and to make sure we're taking care of them as much as we possibly can and providing them with reasons why to stay, you know, because love is one reason to stay. Loyalty is another thing. And sometimes being able to not have to pay for your ticket home or making sure that we get the Alston money, those are things that are non-negotiables anywhere else, and we've got to provide those things.
Absolutely.
So we'll get into details in the weeds of that in the email that I send out, but just appreciate your support being here, your support being at the gym, in those seats. Long time, many of you way before I got here, and that means so much that you are true women's basketball fans, and we want to continue to build this base and and provide and be the representatives and the daughters and granddaughters that you guys wish you had. Like, you can look out there and see those kids and go, man, those are my kids.
Absolutely.
And just really appreciate everybody in this room.
Absolutely. All right, here. We'll take another break. We'll come back with Coach Ethridge. It's next. You're listening to the Cougar Basketball Hour live from Zeppo's from Learfield.
Nothing works up an appetite like cheering for your Cougs on game day. So why not cheer them on at Northern Quest with an impressive roster of restaurants and lounges? You can tackle the menu at Epic and catch every play on the 10 by 30-foot screen. Or grab a steak at Maslow's, a fine cigar at Legends of Fire, even a burger from Fat Burger. You know, for your inner linebacker. See more at northernquest.com. Go Cougs!
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smarter together. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Caden Wickersham, a pitcher on your Washington State University Cougar baseball team. I want to tell you about Krista Gross, a big supporter of mine. She's someone who's always there, helping me without being asked. Krista makes sure I have what I need to succeed, and she'll do the same thing for you. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, trust someone with a big heart and a winning track record. Find her online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K, KristaGross.com.
I'm Krista Gross, your lifelong realtor. Find me online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K, KristaGross.com.
Go Cougs.
Looking sharp has never been this much fun. Pullman's #1 barbershop, the Pullman Man Shop, is more than just haircuts. It's an experience. Our seasoned barbers deliver precision haircuts, buzz cuts, and real straight razor hot towel shaves that'll leave you looking and feeling your absolute best. And while you're here, enjoy free shuffleboard, free pool, and free arcade games. WSU students and faculty receive 20% off any service every Thursday. Step into the Pullman Man Shop at 1025 East Main, where style meets good times. Walk-ins only. themanshops.com.
Well, again, back here at Zeppo's, it is your Cougar Basketball Hour with Kamie Ethridge. Again, the men's basketball hour here tomorrow night, and the Cougars getting set for their final regular season game against Pepperdine coming up on Thursday. I had to scroll back because I'll be honest with you, Coach, I couldn't remember when we played Pepperdine. It was so long ago. It was the second game of the West Coast Conference season back on December the 28th. Do you even do anything with that tape? I mean, I'm sure you do, but at the same time, you've changed a bunch since then. I'm sure that they've done some things, but between now and then, do it's a combination of that and then of what we've both done recently? Is that how you kind of attacked this one on Thursday?
Right. It's Lori's scout.
Okay.
And so she generally just comes in and says, we're awful. We were awful in that game. We couldn't do this. We couldn't do that. But, you know, they're really good at what they do and how they run their stuff. Mm-hmm. And we've seen it over the years because we're really old and we've seen everything in life. And so, you know, we really know how to get our kids aware of the stuff that the Princeton stuff does. Not that we can guard it. But, you know, we're going to know their personnel really well. Right. You've got to keep certain kids from getting threes, and they've got some kids that can really shoot it deep. So, you know, we have practice guys now. You guys have seen a couple here. They actually put the number of the kid that they are on their jersey that they wear. And so our kids know if it's number 5, which number 5 is somebody that can really shoot it, or number 2, those 2 kids are stand still. You got to be on them. You got to be touching them. So they know, and if you make that mistake, then everybody else knows too. So we're really specific when we have the practice guys, and they kind of play that role. And, again, we're working on us as we're working on them. But, yeah, you do a little bit of everything. You see the current stuff, but, you know, and you hopefully know that we're better at doing the stuff that we do. And we're in constant search of being better offensively, being more efficient, running the basketball better, playing faster, getting into our stuff faster, rebounding better. I know everybody in here wants us to rebound better. So we're in constant search of all those things while we work on the other team and what they do.
You mentioned taking off tomorrow. Part of the reason for that is it's a matinee on Thursday. So, again, radio-wise, we'll have it for you 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon. Of course, ESPN Plus for the streaming as well, but 1 o'clock on Thursday. So it's going to be an afternoon game on Thursday when we play Pepperdine.
What does that mean? It's a kids game?
I don't.
Screaming kids game?
Maybe a screaming kids game. Maybe a doubleheader. I don't know if the Pepperdine men are playing that night. Maybe. I have no idea why it's 1 o'clock, to be honest with you. I'll find out, and I'll shoot you an email.
Well, it's all good because we're back into Spokane by late, but we get back that night. They all get to go to class on Friday, so no problem.
All right, we'll take another quick break, and then back for the final couple minutes of the show. It's next. It's your Cougar Basketball Hour with Kamie Ethridge, live from Zeppo's on Learfield.
Bro, you go hard for the WSU Cougs.
What do you mean?
You're literally wearing a Coug jersey that you bought from the Coug store with your Coug debit card. And you don't stop talking about how every time you use your card, GISA donates to the Cougar Athletic Fund.
I guess I do go pretty hard for my Cougs.
If you go hard for your Cougs, get your WSU card today at GISA.com. Go Cougs!
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is my barbershop. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Welcome to the Pullman Man Shop, Pullman's #1 barbershop, where our seasoned barbers give you precision haircuts, buzz cuts, and straight razor shaves so sharp when we're done, your face will look like the day you were born. While we're working on that dome of yours, enjoy free shuffleboard, free pool, free arcade games, and ATVs. That's right, maggot. You can play while we turn that head of hair into something presentable. We'll fix it. Can't and won't are not words we'll use. The Pullman Man Shop, 1025 East Main. Visit themanshops.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle Thornton, linebacker and captain of your Washington State University Cougar football team. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, I recommend my friend and supporter, Krista Gross. She's a 3-time Realtor of the Year and a big fan of Cougar athletics. The only thing she enjoys more than supporting the Cougs is providing excellent service. Check her Google reviews to see how much her clients love her. You can find her online at KristaGross.com. That's Krista with a K. KristaGross.com. Go Cougs!
Well, we are back for the final couple minutes of the show. Again, happy to have you with us. The Junior Cougar Kids Club, presented by Toyota, the official kids club of the Washington State Cougars, the best way for the youngest members of Cougar Nation to show off their Cougar pride. You can find out more information about your Junior Cougs membership at wsucougars.com/JRCougs. Their Riley is not as good as our Riley, so I've not been able to figure out why we're Thursday at 1 o'clock. So I'm sorry, but at least we've got our Riley, right? And again, we get ready for this final game. Coach, again, we're right there at the edge of it again, right here near the top of the hour. So final couple minutes, I'll once again kind of give you center stage and just give you your message to the fans here.
Well, first I just want to just applaud and love on Marta and Key, who came out today. Our future. 2 players that are our future, and couldn't be more excited about what both of those players can be and will be for us. I don't think it's easy to do what Key's done, to redshirt. Nobody quite understands that, but I think it's going to end up being unbelievable for her in her 5th year. I don't think it's easy to be a freshman on a team like this and to have the roller coaster ride of play, don't play, I play good, I don't play so good, I don't know what's going on, and I think Marta's living that, and I tried to make a point in the letter I wrote to Tara. Tara averaged 5 points a game her freshman year, and look at Tara now.
Yeah.
Like transformation happens because you put in the work, and you believe in the process, and you believe in the people that love you and are going to get you where you want to go, and that means through thick and thin. So you guys, y'all are our future, and these people love you. These people are excited about you. They're invested in you, and that's what I love about this place and being just representing Cougs everywhere. And again, we're going to have these young players be the future for us, and they're going to lead us to some championships in the future. So just want to really just blow them up a little bit and be excited about them and all of our young players. Again, thrilled about Tara. That was the best and awesome senior night. Couldn't be happier, but really excited about the future and players like those two that just came up and spoke.
And to have this Hall of Famer sitting next to me leading this group, I mean, how about Kamie Ethridge, folks?
Let's
18
go.
Wins on the season.
Let's go. Let's get some more wins. Let's get some
in the
wins.
Conference, approaching 200.
19, 20, 21, 22. Let's go.
Absolutely. We'll be back next Monday. Thanks for showing up, everybody. It's been your
Appreciate
Cougar Basketball Hour.
Go Cougs!
From Zuppos and on Learfield.
You've been listening to the Cougar Basketball Hour. Tonight's show.